We are inside of a really nice home in Gilbert, Arizona. As you can see, it's quite nice, fixed up, and it's totally occupied. And we're here with our DustRam system. We're going to prepare this concrete that you see right over in here. This used to be carpet, and they installed travertine, and they want to now fill it in, and they're looking at putting down some of this porcelain plank right here. The problem with it is there's a substantial height difference between the concrete and to the top of the travertine. There's just no way to lay this thin stuff over here and make it turn out right. So we're going to come in here, get rid of all this plaster Paris. Obviously some carpet people put some, they really did a bad job on that even. We have to remove pretty much all that, profile the whole concrete, and then we're going to use the DustRam system for leveling and make it really, really flat and ready to go for the porcelain. Over here is an office that we're going to do the same thing, and you can see it's, the concrete's really, really dark. That means it's a sign it's had curing agents and sealers put on it, so it's not acceptable for leveler or primer at this time, and plus it has a lot of paint. We're going to go through here as well as profile all this concrete, make it totally raw, and bring all the concrete up to the proper level so that the plank can be installed in here as well. So that's what we got to start with.
Well, it gives you a better bond.
Oh yeah. So is shot blasting considerably have they figured out how to make shot blasting dust free?
No.
Not quite yet.
Yeah. So.
And would you say our process, the DustRam system, has been relatively dust free?
Oh my Lord, yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Good. So this is the primer L that we're putting on this concrete here. We'll probably come back with one more coat. It's fairly porous right now. Over here, you can see we've already got this all profiled. This is the primer L has already been applied, and it's just drying right now. In a little bit, we're going to come around and screed right around the edges first. We're going to create a perfect 9/16 lip recess below the top of this travertine, because some of this travertine is about an 1.25 inches above the concrete, and that is not going to work. The porcelain plank is going to require about a 9/16 gap from the top of the travertine down to a solid surface, and so that's what we're going to put into place doing that. Alright, so we've, of course, here's our screeds. This is the DustRam system for leveling. Basically, we create an artificial platform above the floor, and we set this up with laser. And you can see right down here, there's a green dot. And actually, just put a splitter on it so that they can see the dots better, Marty. That'll help make it to show up. And we'll let it calm down here. And the way these splitters work, the center of the laser is the true part of it. But you can kind of see where it's trickling in over there. So Marty, go ahead and start spinning that. If you can kind of look, you can see the dots just hitting the top of the of it around over here. And you can see them just hitting the very top of the screed, also on the wall over here too as well. So this is how we know exactly that these are set up perfectly. And that's how much we have to pour. Down in this area right over here, you know, it's about an inch low all the way through here, all the way through here. And we have to build it up this high just to reach down to a point where we're going to be 9/16 of an inch below this travertine right here. So this floor in here dropped away considerably.
One more.
Yeah, one more and then you'll be able to go. This is 6 bags down right here in this pour that you see right here. And this over here is getting ready to go over here. We've got the platform built all the way around the edges right now that we'll be able to screed off of. It's already built up at the perfect height that it needs to be. You can already see how flat this area is already in here. Here's where we're going to start filling in the blanks here. We've got the platform built all the way around, and that 13-foot 6-inch straight edge is just going to kind of ride along that platform and allow us to make this really flat while preserving the exact height that it needs to be in relation to the stone going around the edges. So the new porcelain plank can, of course, be made to be a net fit. See how nice and flat that comes out of there, everybody? This is seriously a scientific way of flattening floors. So everybody watching, you understand that you just can't dump this stuff on the floor. You have to understand how to move this stuff around. A lot of people who go out and buy their own product, homeowners, do-it-yourselfers, they actually end up pouring a hump into their floor because you can pour a hump in a heartbeat. And when this stuff dries, it's like 4 or 5 times harder to grind than normal concrete. And because there's an electrical floor outlet like right there, it's over on the other side over there, we're going to have to do some hand trowel stuff once we get over there. But you can see how basically a flat platform we just created right here. So we're done with this job here. We Filled this all in here. We brought the floor up and flattened it to where the new porcelain plank is going to go down. Installers will be able to, they have about 1/8 of an inch to play in their mud to bring it right up to the edges. It has a really funky look to it. You're looking at a primer that we put a primer back down over it just so that when the membrane, there's I don't know if you guys can see here, there's actually a pencil mark right along through here. That's where there was a crack in this floor, right through here. And there should be like a 24 inches wide of membrane that goes here. This other pencil mark that sits right along through here is going to take a 12-incher centered, and this is another pencil mark right down here, and it's going to take two 12-inch membranes to make it 24 as well. This room in here ended up taking 14 bags of leveler, if you can just imagine that. We pretty much brought it up in some places 5/8 to 3/4 of an inch. Other places where the concrete was already a bit high, it didn't take as much. Over here, this is the office. We went ahead and resaw cut this through here because the original installers didn't cut it too, it was quite crooked, so we straightened that out. This room in here, believe it or not, took 15 bags of leveler. That's about 750 pounds of leveler that went into this room. Just to that back there was like 1.25 inches low. Back all through in here was real low. But now it's been flattened, and the porcelain plank that's going to come in here is just going to hit right there once it's all finally installed. It'll be real easy for the installers. And of course, we did all this work. Let me see, there was 7 hours of grinding with the big grinders, 1 hour with the small, 29 bags of leveler, and 4 gallons of primer that went into this, and approximately, I don't know, 45 to 50 man hours it took to do this. So I know it doesn't look like much now to look at it. You don't realize all the work, but there was a lot of work that went into this to flatten it. And just look how beautiful this home is. It is so clean. Pete and Sally were wonderful to work with. And that's it. We're out of here.